First of all, there is a long shot of the character. This will fade in after the Lion's Gate and Twisted Pictures opening. There is then another long shot from a different part of the location so that both the character and the forest can be established. This shot will then fade out to the directed by Grace Woodall, which will appear in smoke. This will then fade out and the next long shot of the character walking from the side will appear. This will then cut into a long shot from behind of the character walking, and then a canted angle from behind of the character walking. Canted angles and shots from behind all suggest that this character is being watched or followed, which adds to the scare factor. There is then a mid-shot of the character walking towards the camera, which suggests that we are watching him walk into the danger. There is then a close-up of his feet to show that whatever is watching him is noticing every detail. There is then a close-up of the murderer's hand. This is the first shot of the murderer that we see. There is then a two-person mid-shot, which is part of the binary opposites theory, which shows good and evil. This is a mid-shot of the character running away from the murderer, and a mid-shot of the character running from behind, and then a mid-shot of them running from the side. These will be tracking shots from the angles to show that they are being chased. These flick back and forth for a while until there is a long shot of the character running away. The tracking stops at this point. There is then a close-up of the scared character's facial expression looking around for the murderer, and this is a low angle of the murderer to show his power. There is then another close-up of the scared facial expression, and then these flicker back and forth, cross-cutting to show that this is happening at the same time and causes some confusion as to where the murderer is. There is then a long shot from behind of the scared character and then a close-up of them being strangled here. The screen will then fade to black and Malevolent, the film title, will appear in bold red capitals, which has connotations of blood and therefore murder, which links to the plot and genre. There will then be some sort of movement of the camera. It will tilt down and appear to fall to show a canted angle of the body laying on the floor and eventually the murderer running away. Here is some footage of filming behind the scenes. Thank you.